this is Stephen Preston from InBroadcast, and with me today is Andreas Adler from Fujinon, Fujifilm, who's going to tell us about the new lenses they have in show at IBC 2015. Andreas.
Hello, we are very proud that we this year can introduce to the European market the new 4K UHD TV lenses. They are designed for cameras which having a 2/3 inch sensor with a 4K resolution. This is quite a challenge to make lenses which can meet this request. And we had actually a triple formula to solve this challenge. One is we came with a higher resolution, with a higher dynamic range, and with a higher contrast. Higher resolution is simple to be understanding because the camera itself has a much smaller photo side, means the single pixel on this sensor is only 2.5 microns horizontal and vertical. That means the picture we are producing must have a very much higher resolution on the sensor. The higher dynamic range is also required to see a better contrast on all the frequencies in the image, and the higher dynamic range is requesting to have a more crisp and beautiful color impression of the image. So how do we do this? First of all, we are using a very sophisticated optics. So we are using multiple aspherics, we are using new coating technologies, the so-called high transmission electron beam coatings, the IBC is our short name. And this is the new coating which is allowing much higher transmission in the blue channel. The blue channel is over many years was a blue channel got not enough light. So when the camera has to amplify the blue channel so much to have a really white picture, a really colorful picture, then a lot of noise is coming out. With a higher transmission in the blue channel, we allow the camera to have less amplification and at the same time the picture itself becomes much more colorful. The first one, we are using not one focusing element, but we are using three focusing elements. We have to use all the three zoom elements which are working together to make sure that over the entire working range, that means distance and also zoom range, the really 4K quality is kept in the entire image. That means from center to corner. We have also made a new controller because the focusing is rather more difficult because the depth of field is much shorter, as we can see with the large sensor cameras or with the HD.
How long does a lens like this take to develop?
The development in this lens is based on a very, very big experience we have. Usually such kind of development would take more than 2 years. However, we already made the 18 by 5.5, and which we introduced last year's NAB. And there we already introduced an HD lens at that time. We call it HD lens, but the quality was already much higher than HD. This was the first step into the direction of 4K. And when it came up that the first 4K cameras with beam foremount are available, then we could just use all our experience and we could make the first lenses within a half year. Then the lenses had been shown first time at NAB. And this year at IBC, we are proud that we can tell you the timeline, the first early one with a 4K UHD TV application is available with our lenses. They are using 6 of these UA 22 times and 6 of the UA 80 times box lenses.